How's it going, guys? It's Najam. Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to review the SlingTVbox. This is a smart media player. It's running Android and it comes with 15,000 TV channels as well as over 120,000 movies and TV series. Now this is for people who are looking to get rid of cable subscriptions. You can watch paid content for free on this box, and in this video I'm going to show you this. Now before we do start, I have some really good news. If you do want a discount on this, check out the affiliate link in the description provided by the company. You will not only help out the channel, but you'll also get a discount code. And I'll start off as usual with the specifications. This is running a quad-core Cortex A53 CPU. It has a Mali G31 MP2 GPU. It's running Android 12 TV. It comes with 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of MMC storage. It has Bluetooth 5.2. Now it does also have a built-in hardware video decoder. I'm not sure about the encoders, but it does decode H.265 up to 6K at 60 FPS, which is a lot. It's powered by a USB Type-C, 5 volts 2 amps, and it can output Ultra HD at 60 FPS over the HDMI port. Now the price for this is £250, which is quite a lot, and in the box you do get the user manual as well as the cables, and it comes with a power adapter, which is the US power adapter. Now this does run on 5 volts 2 amps, so you don't need to worry about that, and it comes with a remote. Now you can buy an optional remote with a keyboard on it, and I do recommend that. Let's take a look around it and I'll show you. On the top it has a shiny surface and it says SlingTVbox. It's a very light product. It's very small, as you can see, and it's very light. On the front it has an IR receiver, so that's how the remote works. I'll show you the remote in just a second. You have the IR receiver. It has a LED over here. When you power it on, it turns on. And on the back you have power in, 5 volts 2 amps. You have Ethernet for connecting to the network. You have a HDMI out for Ultra HD at 60 FPS, and you have an audio video. I'm assuming this is just a headphone jack. And on the other side you do have 2 USB ports. You have a reset switch and a micro SD card slot. On the bottom you have the MAC address. I don't know if that's supposed to be super duper secret, but this is the S5 Max model. And let's go ahead and plug this in. So basically I have a Type-C input. This is going to a wall adapter. Now I do not recommend you using a quick charge or anything like that. It's basically a standard bog-old ancient 5 volts 2 amps over the Type-C, and we'll go ahead and plug in the HDMI, and I'll just put that over there on the front, and this is where I have it set up, just under the monitor, and then I'll be able to use that. Now it doesn't, it seems to have HDCP protection, so it doesn't work with my capture card, so I'll be showing you this without the capture card. Let's look around the remote. So you do have power on and off button. Make sure you turn this off from here, not by switching it off from the power supply, because that's gonna just cut the power to it. You have some standard controls. These two don't work unless they need setting up. You have the options button, you have the settings. This just jumps into the settings. Volume up and down works, and then you have the basic controls that you use. It does go into mouse mode, which is nice to have, because I'll talk about YouTube in a bit, and you have control for the TV, so you can turn it off and on, and then turn volume up and down on the TV. This might not work with some TVs, and it doesn't work with mine, but I don't really need to worry about that. I just leave it at full maximum volume, and I adjust the volume from the SlingTVbox. You have double AAA, it takes 2 AAA batteries. These are rechargeable ones, and so that's how the remote works. Now actually you don't need to use those. You don't need to use this remote. It's just a generic remote that comes with this. It does have USB ports, so you can just plug in a USB keyboard, a mouse, or even a game controller. That will work as well. Now I'll quickly talk about some of the cool stuff. So The performance is okay. I do feel it is a little bit sluggish here and there, but for what this is designed for, it's decent. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the TV on, as well as the box, and you can see that it comes on with the blue, red LED. Now the IR receiver is on the front, so you might want to turn it around a bit, so then you can work with the remote. Ta-da! When you start up this device, it's gonna ask you to accept the license, whatever agreement stuff. It does ask you to connect to the Wi-Fi and the boot setup, but it doesn't connect. You have to go into settings and show you that. If you go ahead and go down over here, you go to settings. That's this one. From here you go to internet and connection stuff, and from here you connect to the Wi-Fi that you want, and then it will actually connect to the Wi-Fi. The other thing is, I couldn't find the application store. When you turn this on, there's nothing you can do on it. There's no software on this. There's nothing you can do. If you go into App Store, it's going to be here now, but it wasn't available. And I'll show you how I found this. Basically, you go into settings again. You go into applications, and you're gonna have to wait for it to come up over here, or you click see all applications, and it will come up over here, application store, and then from here you can open up the application for the App Store. From the App Store, let's go ahead and show you that just on here. Go into the App Store. This is all you have on the App Store. There's no like games. There's no Google Play Store on here as far as I know. This is all you get. You want to install My TV, and whoa, that's a bit separate one, and My VOD. Now this does update over time on its own to do whatever it needs to. So there is one big issue that I did run into, and that is I could only browse through 2 channels, and that was not very nice. I tried to find out what the issues. I had to reset the whole thing again, and so many stuff. I tried installing applications, installing them up again. I couldn't get it to work. Basically, from what I found, this does updating in the background, and it does show that at the bottom over here, downloading file, and it seems to be downloading some content, probably the stream keys or something like that to get the channels up. But after it downloaded all them, it was working, and I was able to find all the channels. Now let's go over some of the features that this has. So while this is running Android, it's very limited in terms of what you can do with this, because it's basically just limited down to what you do on a TV. So you have your basic stuff. If you go into display and sound, if you go into display preferences, into display and sound, you have advanced display settings over here, and you do have HDMI output mode, Ultra HDR 60 FPS, which is it's on auto now for some weird reason. And you have a screen percent. You can adjust the screen size if you have a TV that does overscanning, and you have the different output modes from different regions, and you can do the same thing again. And down here you have auto, so you can choose the different color output, and also you can turn on and off HDR. So it does support HDR. If you want to watch movies in HDR, that will work. So that's pretty cool. I've just turned it on right now, and now it's extra bright. And let's go over to the file browser. It has a built-in file browser. I'm not sure, you might be able to load in like APKs. Okay, once you've installed the live TV feature, you can go on My TV, and this has all the channels on here. So let it just load, and I'll show you the channels. I'll show you can do with this. I'll turn the volume off actually. Okay, so when it comes to the channels, it has like more than 15,000, and you have like pretty much everything. You have entertainment, movie channels, documentaries, religion, you have TV shows, family and kids, You have different grouped channels over here. You can find these from, I think, all over the world. So these are like global channels. So if you go down, you can see USA over here, and then you have, if I keep going down, you'll say Canada, and also now you have UK. So let's go on BBC One, and this will include paid channels. Oh, I think it's HDCP or something. So this does have paid channels as well as free channels, and it's got kids channels as well. It's got baby TV. It takes a bit to get on, and I'll talk about why in a bit. You have channels in the UK. You have Arabs channels. You have basically it's from all over the world. You also have Bollywood channels and also Hollywood channels as well. So you have ZTV and the Pakistani channel as well as the Indian channels on here. So you have Argentina, Mexico. I mean, it's got pretty much, as far as I can tell, channels from all over the world. I might be wrong on that, but it does. If you go all the way down, I'll go back to the top. There's no search feature on this, which I'll talk about in just a moment. It's a bit annoying, but because it has so many channels, you wanna be able to find a quick way. If you go all the way down, you'll find XXX adult channels as well. So you have that. Don't give this to your kids, but there is actually a way to block that. So basically what you do is you press forward, and you have channel hidden. You have the option to hide the channels over here, and I'll press cancel. You can hide the adult channels if you want, but there's that. So it does have quite a lot of channels, and as far as the quality goes, like it says it's Ultra HD, and it does support Ultra HD playback, but you're not gonna get most of the channels in Ultra HD because the channels are just not in Ultra HD. Let's go over to the VODs, and it comes with this application called My VOD, and basically it's like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime Video as well as Apple TV and all those stuff just in just one place. Now you can watch all the movies that come out here for free, as far as I know. You have different networks. You can see all the different networks over here, and you have popular companies, Marvel Studios. Let's go ahead and give you an example. Now this is all bootleg stuff, by the way, so you can watch really high quality stuff on here if it's on here, but I think most of it will be like 1080p. It might be like video rips, or sometimes, especially if it's brand new, it's going to be like video rips, or it's going to be downloaded from the websites, so it will be the actual stuff. Let's see, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So if I go on, so if you have all the stuff, this is already like ripped off, available on the piracy websites. So this is basically like a front end to that. Let's go and find something brand new. I don't know if it's because I know that there was something that I put on, and it was basically like a screen recording. I believe it was The Final Reckoning, but this is like really old as well, so I don't know why. But you also have other applications. So as you can see, it's a bit dodgy. You can change the resolution. It's only available in 1080. You can change the servers. It's only available in 1080. And to be honest here, I know that this is available as an actual rip of a Blu-ray. So there's that. The thing is, you might be able to find something different. Let's go ahead and browse around. We'll go to Marvel Studios, and here you have all this stuff. Brave New World. Let's try this one. Just go down, initialize player, and we have download subtitles. So it's got servers. 1080p is the only one. Okay, this looks like a video recording as well. I'm assuming this is what they're just sort of doing to make all this available to you. You can definitely just pirate any of this stuff, and then you might be able to get better quality. I should actually try some older movies. Let's see if they've got Spider-Man 3 is really old, and we know that this is available. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, the resolution's a bit crap, but that's actual good quality. Like, if you want to watch movies for free, I mean, don't complain. You've got all these. This is just a front end, and I mean, honestly, I'm quite impressed with what this thing can do. But obviously, you'll notice it's a bit slow sometimes here and there. Apart from that, yeah, it's on point. It's very nice to use. And if I remember, I showed you applications. These are the stuff that's installed. I'll talk about YouTube in a bit. If you go into the App Store, so you can download like different services. So if you want to use Kodi, you can download that, or BTV or Viva TV. If you are more familiar with those, I think BTV gives you more options, and you can download all that. So that's available. Let's talk about YouTube. Now, unfortunately, I'm not very impressed with the YouTube application, simply because this is just the mobile application, and the problem is it doesn't work really well on TV. Like, there's no indicator of where it's going, where it's pressing. Subscriptions, I can't really say. I can't really find where the indicator is. Now you can turn on mouse mode, and then from with this thing you can use this, almost like a mouse and keyboard, and you can do like, just for the sake of it, because I can't be just typing this whole stuff up. Let's go ahead and go to press search. It works this way, but again, I can't really tell where it's what it's pressing on. So from my experience on the YouTube application on this TV box, is that I don't like the YouTube application on the TV. It's a bit dumb. There's no voice search button on the TV remote, so you can't really press and type that way. Sorry, I mean talk to it. That doesn't work. Again, I mentioned earlier you can get a remote with a keyboard, or you can plug in a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard or something. That will work, and that will make it a lot easier. Also, I just need to mention it does have all live TV sports channels in HD, so you can watch that. Let's talk about what I like about this and what I dislike about this. So what I like is that it gives you so many options. It's HDR compatible. It's really nice. I do like the features that it has, and it allows you to do so much. It gives you so much in this one package. Now let's talk about what I dislike about this. The remote sucks because you can't type on it. It's a bit annoying, but again, there's an optional accessory. I do feel it could be a little bit faster. It has a quad-core CPU. I think they should have updated to like a minimum of 8 cores in this day and age. The other thing is, you might have noticed through my web browsing and stuff, the Wi-Fi is actually not fast. It does have Wi-Fi 6 on board, or at least that's what they say, but the speeds have not been really good. It does have a built-in web browser. This is basically Google Chrome, so you can jump over to Google Chrome and search the web. But again, you don't want to do that on a TV remote. Now, other thing is, the YouTube application is not suitable with the remote. And also, there's no search feature in the channels application. I think that would be very nice to have. So to conclude, I do think this is an amazing piece of kit. You're not going to be paying for any channels or anything. You're not going to be paying for anything. You're just going to get that available to you. You can plug in USB drives, and if you go into apps, it does have the player, or it does have the file browser as well, and you can actually just open up videos and audios and stuff like that from here, and that works really well. If you do have Ultra HD Blu-ray recordings or rips and stuff, that will work, and it will be better. because that will be in Ultra HD. Unlike the channels that you can stream from, they are not going to be in Ultra HD unless they are. I say the features that this thing has are really, really nice, and I do like it. I do recommend it, but just keep in mind you are going to be paying the price. And I think it might be the H.265 encoder built in. That's probably what they're paying for, but I don't know why this costs so much. It does provide all this, but you can probably do all this on your phone or some other stuff. That's just my assumption. But I mean, it is very expensive for what it includes and what it has. Most of it is just software stuff. But if you do have any questions, ask me in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.